everybody, this is Shannon from Wise Woman Oracle, and I'm coming to you with this week's energy forecast. So we're coming off of a pretty powerful full moon, so you might still be feeling some echoes of that energy. Maybe you're a little bit tired, or maybe you had a little bit of a rough weekend. So just make sure as we go into this new week that you're really taking care of yourself, getting enough sleep and rest if you can, eating really good, and just generally taking some time to take care of yourself in the way that feels best for you. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for our week ahead, and this week I'm going to use the Earth Magic Oracle Card Deck by Stephen Farmer. And I love this deck, and I think it just speaks really nicely with the earth energy and the moon energy that we've all been experiencing. So I'm going to take my cards and just shuffle them up a few times. Two just wanted to pop out, so I'm going to grab them, put them down. Oh, these cards are very jumpy tonight. And this one wants to come, so I'm going to pull it. Okay. Sometimes they just fly out, and sometimes they're a little bit more hesitant. So we actually have 4 cards for this week's spread because 2 popped out from my first hand. And when you're pulling cards for yourself, if they do pop out, trust that message that you're meant to hear maybe more than 1 card. So I'm going to flip over these cards. Okay, so we have 2 cards. The first one is Fairies, and the second one is Iceberg. I'll start with the Fairies card. I will say first, these are 2 very different energies, so it's interesting that they both popped out at the same time. The first one, Fairies, is Earth Magic, like the title of the card deck. So fairy energy, I posted about this week on my Instagram page. Fairy energy is very playful and light and joyful. And as we move into the warmer days of spring, we're able to get outside more. And that's one way that you can really take care of yourself. So like I had said at the beginning of tonight's energy forecast, taking care of yourself can look many different ways. One of those ways is to make sure that you're getting outside and getting some fresh air. In fact, in a reading I did for myself today, the advice position card was go outside. So I need to take my own advice and get outside a little bit more and just enjoy the sunshine. And where I live, it's been a little bit rainy the last few days, but I'm looking forward to some good outdoors time next week. So make sure you get a chance to get that fresh air, get that vitamin D, and it'll help relax your body, ground your energy, clear your energy so that you're more aware and more present for everything to come. The Iceberg card the message on it is submerged, and this means that there are some things beneath the surface of your life that are not quite ready to be seen yet. You may be feeling them there, or you might be feeling like there are some deep emotional patterns or deep karmic patterns that are starting to arise, but you don't really have a name for them yet, or you kind of feel them, but you can't articulate what they are, and that's okay. The message of this card for this week is to just be okay with those deep emotions without necessarily having to name them or to make them logical or bring them into the conscious mind. Just feeling those patterns, feeling the reverberations of that energy deep within you is all that needs to happen right now. Our conscious mind tries to label and understand and analyze, and sometimes that's good, but the message for the beginning of this week is just to let those feelings kind of flow with you rather than trying to understand them. All right, going off of that actually nicely is our next card, which is the lake, and it's stillness. So this speaks to both taking care of yourself, getting outside, maybe being near water. If you're near a lake or you're near the ocean, water is very healing. And also stillness is about kind of tapping into those softer, quieter energies. This is where we'll feel rather than think and analyze. We'll feel those emotions that are going on deep within us. So the feeling for this week is definitely a deeper dive into what's happening within you rather than external pushing forward. And it makes sense because we're moving away from Aries season into Taurus season, and the energy of Taurus, unlike the fire sign of Aries, is much more earth focused and grounded and a little slower moving and a little bit more calculated than the quick fiery energy of Aries. Okay, our last card is beautiful. So it's dance and celebration. So this shows me that we do the deep inner work of the early part of this week, and we get to dance and celebrate by the end of the week. So as you're going through all of kind of the deeper emotions, it might feel a little bit heavy. You might be dredging up a lot of stuff that may be a little bit uncomfortable to look at. So at the same time, make sure you're bringing in some fun. Make sure you're celebrating when you feel like you've moved past something, or you feel like you're on a new track, or you've had a realization. Rather than just forging ahead, take a moment to stop and to celebrate it. And this could be something simple like, I like to go and buy myself a new crystal or a new book or something small that won't break the bank, but is going to bring me a little bit of joy. And I'm like, oh, I see my new crystal and I feel really good about it. I'm really excited about it. So think about what that thing might be for you. Maybe you go and get yourself a really nice tea or coffee, or maybe it's not about buying anything. Maybe you just give yourself the pleasure of a nap. That's a great celebration too. When I can get one, I definitely take advantage of that. So we have a really nice spread for this week. We're diving deep and we're celebrating the wins that we have when we energetically and emotionally release and come to realizations in our life. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. You can find me at wisewomanliving.net. If you're not a part of my newsletter, if you go to my homepage, you can sign up and receive a free mini reading in return. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, and there will be more videos to come. I will not be doing readings this week because I will be away, but you will catch glimpses of my travels. I'll be in Colorado, in Denver and Boulder and Winter Park, so I'm looking forward to my trip, and I'll be sharing little bits of it with you here on Instagram and Facebook. So have a wonderful week, and I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Good night.